Hello!
Hello,
Hello
welcome back.
there.
Hello there.
Welcome back. Welcome to Trooper Archives, guys. You may need to see our identification. I am Ace. I was once the master.
Hi, I am Gabe. Now I am the master. This is our very first episode for season 1. All right, A New Hope. All right, we're going to talk about A New Hope. What do you think, Ace?
All right. Yeah. And we have other videos up, like the intro video where we sort of explain why we have Trooper Archives up. It's
true.
going to be Gabe's mission to get me back in the Star Wars love affair. We also have a reaction video to
That's
the
true.
trailer of Andor. All right, so
Check that out.
check those out, guys. It's up in our YouTube channel. Yeah. So Gabe, what are we gonna be doing today?
All right, we're going to be doing today, we're going to talk about Star Wars. But first, all right, let me plug a little bit of our content. All right, if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe. Yeah, please subscribe. And you can also find us, our podcasts, in other platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Overcast, Amazon Music, Castro, Castbox, and Podfriend, and soon Google Podcasts. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. All right. So, we're gonna talk about first on this day in Star Wars.
Ooh,
All right,
okay,
this is
before
a
we
segment
dive
I
in.
would like
Yeah,
to
okay.
call, yeah, on this day in Star Wars, and on today's August 22. And in 2012, the same day, the Star Wars Omnibus Clone Wars Volume 1, The Republic Goes to War, is published. It's the very
Artwork
first.
looks sick.
Yeah, artwork.
looks sick.
Clones Phase 1 armor. We'll talk about them in the prequels anyways. And on this day as well in the Star Wars universe, if you would calculate August 22, of around 47 BBY, our Jedi Master Jocasta Nu was born on the same date. And next up, another birthday we need to... Oh, me? Another birthday is Senator Fang Czar. He was born in the same date, 31 BBY. If you don't know, fun fact, Senator Fang Czar is one of the senators in the New Republic era. All right, after the decimation of the Death Star and the fall of the Galactic Empire, and he was one of the original senators that was part of the delegation of 2000 in the Clone Wars era. He has a pretty long life. What would you say?
And magnificent beard.
Yeah, magnificent beard. So, anyways, let's go right into it. We're
All
gonna
right.
talk about the trailer. The trailer to A
Okay.
New Hope.
All right.
So, the trailer to A New Hope, the original one, guys, not the modern version or the edited one, the original one. Did you watch it?
Yeah, I had to rewatch it because back in the 80s when I was a kid, I never needed to see, I had never needed to see
That's
the trailer. So I saw it recently just here on YouTube. You can check it out. Just search for A New Hope trailer. It's pretty dorky, to be honest.
It's lame and dorky at the same time.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think it's because growing up in the 80s, it's the trailers are mostly the same. For
that's true.
for all kinds of movies, it's just like a voiceover, and some scenes, exact scenes from the movie, and that's your trailer. It's basically showing part of the
Yeah.
movie. That's basically what it
And
is.
and knowing the modern trailers, they kind of add in content that's not really part of the movie to mislead the viewers, as to not reveal so much of the plot, before watching the movie, or they omit or edit out scenes or people out of the scenes just to some sort of surprise. And it gets complicated in the modern times. It was simpler then. So what part of the trailer caught your attention, do you think?
I think it was the first time I saw the logo. So it was a slow build to the logo. It was the whole trailer was just the logo trying to come to the foreground.
That's true.
Yeah, and as you said, it was just it's just a simple trailer with a voiceover. That was it.
But do you think that like for me it was definitely that as well, the simplicity of the trailer, and of course there was this scene wherein it was very misleading. They said a space opera of Star Wars of space battles with romance, and then they show Luke Skywalker and Leia in the same. You could like you could actually like are they like are they like in a
Yes,
relationship
it's them.
or
Yeah,
something?
at the time, if you hadn't watched anything else, it was them.
Yeah.
It was gonna be them.
Yeah, probably. Probably not. Not in a million years. Anyways, talking about the trailer, it got me thinking how Star Wars fans did it have the same impact on the Star Wars fans then, with how modern trailers have a bigger impact on audiences of today.
I guess we were talking about sci-fi fans because there weren't any Star
Yeah.
Wars fans yet.
Oh, no,
with the trailer.
definitely.
But I think this one would get them excited. I think it was the first time to see the ships and like chases of that scale and that movement. So I think it got people excited. I think I
true.
wasn't there. I wasn't there in the 70s. So maybe we can ask some of our audiences to comment what they thought of the trailer when they saw it back then.
Yeah, especially if you've actually seen the trailer on TV or in the cinemas at that time, then please do share your stories, and we'll probably have a segment. And if we do have comments to share, we'll probably add a segment where we could share your stories here in the podcast. Moving on. All right, promotions before the release. So, talking about the promotions now, the modern movies have social media. You've got TV, newspapers, online, so many things that could actually market your movie. But then, for Star Wars in 1977, the original Star Wars, they only had the poster.
Oh wow!
Right?
Look at this. So for those who are just tuning in, audio, just listening. Gabe is now showing the original comic bookish poster for the movie. It was just Star Wars, and you had Darth Vader and Darth Vader's helmet in the background, and Luke holding up a lightsaber with his pecs showing and his abs absolutely ripped, and Princess Leia half naked, looking super sexy. And this was the love team.
Yeah, there was the love team that was promised, and then like boom. I don't want to spoil anything, as we can talk about that another season. But it is kind of comic-y, right? Like very cartoonish at that time. But then again, you can't blame them. You don't have any visual. Graphics designer designing on a computer, right? Like they had to paint this, right?
It was pretty good with the technology that they had. This poster in particular.
Yeah, maybe. But like for those fans that actually wanted to see Luke's abs and pecs, well, sorry, you're not gonna see it. All right. Next up is the original Star Wars logo that was created by artist Dan Perry, who also created the logo for The Exorcist and Taxi Driver.
Nice movies,
Were you
yeah.
aware of the change in the logo?
No,
Did you actually notice it?
no, I did not. Absolutely not. I think I was more engrossed with lightsabers during when I was a kid, but
The content, yeah.
yeah, just the content, yeah, the actual movie. So
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
this is a first time for me to hear this actually.
Yeah. So this was used for the materials to promote the movie, but then during the release of the movie and the crawl, you'll see this iconic logo, which we use from then up until now in the present time. So very
This is the
iconic.
one.
What can you say about this?
This is the one. This is Star Wars. This is the one that's on all the T-shirts, all the merchandise.
Yes, definitely.
Any color you put on it, it's gonna be Star Wars no matter what. And super
it still
iconic,
looks
and
good.
super identifiable. Yeah,
That's true.
I love it.
Me too. Super. Like when I see this, I just get like, oh my god, this is Star Wars. All right. Now, last that we're gonna talk about is oh no, wait. I think you have some
Oh,
fun
yeah.
facts for us, yeah?
Yep, that's right. Okay, so a couple of did you knows. I'm sure true Star Wars fans would know all these by now, but those trying to get back into Star Wars like me, and so if you have some friends who want to get into Star Wars, there's a couple of notable information for A New Hope, the first Star Wars movie. This is where they actually created a computer controlled camera for some of the shots that they did. So they basically had a droid with them to shoot some of the
That's true.
scenes, which is pretty awesome. And this is, I think, one of the, if not the first sci-fi movie, which is actually set in the past instead of being
That's
in the
true.
future, right? I mean, you notice it like it's not a utopian future like Star Trek where everything's clean and symmetrical and all their uniforms are ironed. I mean, just look at the
Yeah.
Millennium Falcon.
Nah, what a piece of junk. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, I think I agree with you in that. I think Star Wars was imperfect in a sense because it was set in the past, unlike movies, sci-fi movies back then in the 70s or 80s, wherein it's based on future setting. And Star Wars had droids getting beat, droids not working properly. Like this droid has a bad motivator. And like
R5, the hero.
scavengers. I mean, if it's a futuristic setting, like the clothing would be much, perfect. I think much more
Yeah.
industrial, but it was like very homey. The feeling is very homey. It has a feeling that it is very diverse when it comes to the timeline. But yeah, I think do you have anything to say more?
Mostly in Tatooine, there's a lot of sand. There's a lot of sand
Oh,
in
yeah.
Tatooine, so everything's dirty.
Yeah.
Everything's just dusty and dirty.
Yeah, pretty much. And that beat up speeder that Luke uses, like he was even like regretting to sell it. I don't think so. Sell that piece of junk.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And before we get into the crawl, I mean, I just want to mention
Yeah.
also, did you know that for new Star Wars fans there, A New Hope wasn't A New Hope before. When it first came out, when I first watched it, it was just Star Wars. There's no other title other than Star Wars. It's just Star Wars. They
and
added
there's
in,
no like episode
Yeah.
4, right?
no episode 4. It was the first 3 movies were Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. There wasn't any episodes then. And back when they re-released it in, I think, 1981, they added in the title A New Hope, which gave it its own identity, and you'd be able to distinguish if you've watched the first movie instead of just saying, "Did you watch Star Wars?" Are you talking about Star Wars the 3 movies or Star Wars the first movie? So
Yeah,
it sort
true.
of gave it that identity. Yeah.
But if I may ask, in that time, the first re-release of the original Star Wars, did they actually put Episode 4?
I don't remember actually. I just remember it being changed to A New Hope, and it was a drastic change for me. Being just, I used to just say Star Wars, the first movie, and now it's A New Hope. So I remember that. I remember that change. I don't remember when exactly they put in the Episode 4. Maybe when the prequels came out, then it started becoming 4, 5, 6. After that.
That's true. I think so too. Um. Anyways, we'll move on to the very famous crawl. All right.
Oh yeah.
I think Star Wars will not be Star Wars. It's one of the main ingredients of Star Wars, the famous crawl. And I don't think any movie tried to copy it unless it's a parody referring to Star Wars. So what do you think?
That's right. Yeah, definitely. I think Brian De Palma suggested this to George Lucas to get us in, or ease us in the story, not just dropping us in to the first images of the chase in space and then going after the droids. I think this was a good move in terms of just like giving us an initial data on which our brains can be set into what's going on. It's actually the plot. And before the crawl, it was actually the a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, and then John Williams just hits you with the theme, with the score, bam, 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 bam. So it's super iconic, and it's you just copy it. Like if you're making a parody movie or whatever, it's still gonna be from Star Wars. Everyone knows that's a Star Wars thing. The crawl.
I mean, hey, we had our own rendition of the crawl in the start of this video. So guys, if you like that crawl, I'm sorry, but it's only a season primer. We only use that for the first episode, so you have to watch out for the second season. But yeah, I'm not gonna plug the second season. We haven't even done it yet. We'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, we'll get there. The original score. Talking about the crawl, the original score is actually a big part of it. Like as a kid, I did not really read what it was said, like the text in the crawl synopsis. Yeah. It was the score that got me hooked, to be honest. And I didn't think as a kid you won't think it's classical or pop or like jazz. It's just like Star Wars.
It's on its own.
It's on its own.
Yeah,
it's its own brand of music, and how John Williams actually made this as like an epic, an epic soundtrack for Star Wars. It's just amazing. And absolutely. Did you know just another fun fact, Steven Spielberg actually recommended John Williams to George Lucas, because previously in a movie that Steven Spielberg did, in Jaws, John Williams was actually one of the composers of the soundtrack, and George was looking into it's George. It's probably lame. He needs people around him to tell him it's not that good. We had the crawl. It's gonna be good. No, it's not. But yeah, I thank Steven Spielberg for that, for like recommending John Williams to George Lucas with regards to the score. But yeah, so the iconic Star Wars logo, when it appeared, with the score, is just like amazing. It's like, I don't know if it zooms in or zooms out, when you first see it. Yeah, it zooms out. But like it's the feeling of seeing it in theaters,
with
or
the
like
score.
In your own,
complete with the score.
Yeah, with the score, especially with today's technology, with the surround sound, with Dolby music, Atmos, or whatever in cinemas. It's really like every time I watch it, and every Star Wars that has, in 1 to 9, it's a whole new experience.
It's fantastic.
Like,
I mean,
yeah, it's
the
fantastic.
the crawl, this first crawl for A New Hope was so good, they turned it into a movie. We actually have a movie
Wait,
of
what?
the crawl. Yeah, it's Rogue One. It's
Oh
basically the
yeah,
story
true.
of Rogue One.
Yeah, that's
The whole
true.
crawl is basically the story of Rogue One. So,
Yeah, if you
uh,
actually read it, I didn't notice that, but yeah, it's actually they made a movie, a standalone movie, and that's hence there's no crawl for Rogue One. I mean, for standalone
oh,
movies, there's no
that's
crawl for
right.
them.
That's right. There is no crawl for Rogue One.
Because that is the
Amazing.
crawl.
It is the
Because that
crawl.
is the
Oh!
oh,
Boom! My mind is blown.
yeah, true. Like that is a really good observation. I did not know that, and that would be added to the data bank. All right, so I think that's it. We'll wrap it up. You can catch us again on Monday, on August 29th, for our second episode. We're going to be talking about the first scene of A New Hope. I hope you're excited to watch, and we are excited as well to talk about what we love, Star Wars, and you'll hear what we think about your favorite characters on screen. So, again, please, guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, Trooper Archives. Follow us on TikTok at Trooper Archives. Follow and download our podcasts and Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, and all of those platforms I've shown you. And yeah, please do subscribe because good soldiers follow orders. I'm Gabe.
And I'm Ace. This has been Trooper Archives. You don't need to see our identification.
Move along.